go. So today we're gonna smoke up a ham. I don't know if you guys ever got one of these. So I'm gonna try and treat it like you would like a bologna chub. So what I did is I soaked it overnight in water. I want to get the salty brineness out of it. So what I'm gonna do is take it and we're gonna just get little deep cuts into it because we want the smoke to get in there. I'm gonna cut right around. Cut probably about 1.5 inches. Go right around it. I mean, it's not gonna be beautiful. I mean, it's gonna be. Let's see. I suppose I can just follow these lines, right? Kind of making like a spiraled ham almost, right? Let's do this. And we're gonna go down. So these hams are already smoked. But we're just gonna put a little extra smoke on them. We're gonna do today. I'm doing bourbon barrel pellets. So I'm using the Pit Boss smoker. Get it right down here. Kind of easy to lose your place here. There's one right there. So we're gonna dry it off real good. So you guys see me do this before. I take brown sugar, I take bourbon extract, and I dehydrate it. You want to get the liquid out of it, and then just basically, excuse me, brown sugar, bourbon, and then I mix some of this maple rub to it. So we're gonna take this, cover it with mustard. All right, we're gonna take some of this rub and we're gonna give it a nice, good coating. And we're gonna put it out on the Pit Boss pellet smoker for, let's say, a few hours. We're gonna try and get an internal temperature of at least 180, 190, somewhere around there. Hopefully it doesn't dry it out. And then we're gonna make skillet mac and cheese. Here's the ham chub. Went out and mowed the lawn, come back in, and hit this a little bit of, let that go for more. So right now what we're going to start is we're going to start making the roux for our mac and cheese. You got to melt a stick of butter. You add some flour. So with the roux, you want to, like with we make rice, we saute the rice first. The same thing with flour. You kind of got to cook it because it'll have like a really weird flavor to it, and you don't really want to taste the roux. So we're gonna cook this down for a little bit. I think a chef told me one time when you start smelling like the flour starts smelling like nuts, that your roux is good and good incorporated. The flour's incorporated into the butter. So we'll get this going and we'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, we're gonna add half of this, half and half. We're going to let this go until it thickens. And remember not to put the thing too close to the burner. All right, we'll come back when this gets a little bit thicker. All right, so the bechamel is good. We're going to still some more of this brown sugar bourbon and barbecue Pit Boys maple rub. We're going to add some of this to the mac and cheese. Not a lot, but some. Now we're going to fold in our cheese. You see this is already pretty thick, which is good. So we got some Colby and Jack, and we got some pepper jack. All right, we're gonna fold these all in together, make it nice and sticky. And macaroni and cheese. I kind of lowered the heat a little bit. All right, this is good. Look at that, nice and sticky. All right. We'll come back. We're gonna hit the ham one more time. So basically this is apple juice and apple cider vinegar in here, and we're just spritzing it. As you can see with the holes and the cracks, that it's actually, the smoke is getting in there really nicely. So we're gonna chop this up and put it in the bechamel, the mac and cheese. We're gonna heat up the skillet, pour it all in, top it with a little bit of barbecue sauce, and then some panko. And we'll come back. Okay, here's the fun part. We're gonna probably put this all together. So the ham, I got to 180. Came out pretty good, huh? Looks pretty good. Yeah. So those bourbon barrel pellets I think did pretty well. So we're not gonna use all of this. Probably gonna use maybe this much. As you can see, it's still really moist and juicy. So we're gonna dice this up. Gotta try it first, right? Very good. So, we're gonna see we're soaking in water. Took a lot of that salt brine out. So, we're gonna toss this in here. All right, and we're gonna throw the pasta in here. Mix it all up. Oh yeah. You see it's mixing really good. All right, we'll be back in a second. We're gonna heat the skillet pan up. So I'm gonna take the skillet pan. We're gonna get it nice and hot. I'm gonna raise this up to 350 and we'll put it all together. We'll finish putting it all together. All right, this pan is hot. It's ready to go. So we're gonna hit it with some Pam. Get around the edges too. We're gonna throw our mac and cheese in there. All right. Gonna mix some of our brown sugar bourbon rub with our apple rub. We're gonna finish the rest of that off. Mix that up. And just put it on top. Now this stuff, if you haven't gotten this stuff, I believe this is the first place for barbecue sauce. This apple spice rum barbecue sauce is excellent. So we're gonna pour that right on top. All right. We're preheating this to 350 and we're gonna pop it right in here for probably about an hour. I think an hour and a half should be good. We'll come back. So the idea of heating the skillet up first is that we're trying to get like a nice little crispy bottom to it, not to burn to the bottom. That's why we sprayed, and we're hopefully to get a nice little crispy bottom, nice little crispy on top. It'll be on all good mac and cheese, so cool. Ooh, look at that, it's bubbling. It is good. We're gonna let it rest for a few minutes and then I'm gonna dive into it. All right. Let's see if I can get you in there. Check it out, nice and crispy. Can you get down in there, yeah? Yeah, that's what we were looking for. I think it came out pretty good. Bottom's nice and crispy. Oh yeah. Get a piece with the ham in there. There we go. This is the part where the pit master eats in front of you, and we don't apologize for it. Cheers. That is good. This is really good.